Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the driveway. Today I'm going to run you through the Wifey's system setup. So what I did was I upgraded to lithium batteries. I've got two 100 amp hour. I've got two 170 watt solar panels on the roof, and I upgraded the system to a REDARC battery management system with a 1500 watt pure sine wave, a REDARC inverter. Inside we've got the Red Vision setup. So let's go and check it out. Any button activates the screen. So what we have is the percentage of battery charge status. Gives you an approximate time for charge. As you can see, it's a bit overcast today, so it will go up and down drastically every time the sun goes behind a cloud. So it will tell you here what the input is for solar, 78 amps. The bottom icon here is how much of that is going through to the batteries. The top is what amps are currently being pulled and what is being used. So currently 4.2, 0.8 of that is the head unit, and the rest of that is actually the fridge, because I still have the fridge freezer running with mum and dad's fish in it. So here we've got the car icon for obviously DC, solar, and your 240. So it'll alternate what you've got plugged in and will highlight in green, and just your wattage here. If we switch across to the screen, you've got some options here. So you've got state of charge per hour. So you can go back and look at each hour what percentage the batteries were. Then you've got state of charge per day. So it'll have your low and it'll have your high. So we go back to say the 20th of June, 70% to 84%. I'm not sure why it's June. I'm assuming that should be Feb, but I'll have to change the dates. So if we go back another screen, we've got here solar energy per day, watts per hour. And we go back to main screen. If we go across here, we've got your just your screen settings, home timeout, your Bluetooth for when you want to connect to the app. As we saw on the app literally is basically everything that's on this main home screen. Then we go down. Down here we've got your system settings. So if you've got touring and storage mode, if you're putting it away, basically just your REDARC information, model number, etc, etc. Go back again, get down. So you've got your battery settings, so whether you know lithium or AGM, your capacities and your max current. My max current is 30 amps. And then your charger settings, and your voltage alarm. Mine is set to 10.5 volts, and then it will cut out. So if we go, there is another setting somewhere, but the load disconnect. So disconnect and reconnect. I have absolutely no idea what any of those are. I don't touch them. And then fault history. There was a fault a while back. That was an issue with the inverter. So basically this was not here. This is my on-off switch for the inverter. Whoever installed it had the inverter runs directly from the batteries. I don't know why he didn't connect it up to the Red Vision, so it was bypassing the safety, and basically it was just constantly running. So when I bought the van home, you know, turned everything on to test everything out, couldn't find a switch for the inverter, which I thought was strange, and the next morning everything was completely dead. Tested the batteries, they were completely flat. Took it back, they investigated and found that they told me that I had left the inverter on. And I said, well, I never found a switch for the inverter. I don't even know where it is. So how could I have left it on? So it turns out that when it was installed, it was left on. They must have obviously had it on to test it and just never turned it off at the actual unit in the underneath compartment. So it completely drained the batteries. Hence why they have now put this switch in. So it's pretty simple. I just turn on and off this switch for my plug that's over here to charge my Ryobis and my toothbrush, etc. And then if it's drawing power and whatnot, it will come up here and show me how many amps are actually being drawn, which is super handy. Now I just need to find where's my time and date gone? R-Bus Diagnostics, so serial numbers for the display, the sensor and the charger. Here we go. Time and date settings. For some reason I haven't actually set any of these, so I should probably start with doing that. So what is it, 23rd of the month, the 3rd, and the date is the 6th. And we go across again, it is 12:44, so we'll do 12:45. I would leave it as 12:46, enter. Okay, so now I've finally actually set that. I'll get some more accurate information. So back to the home screen, and that is the setup. It is very simple for what I've got. I don't have a microwave, so I'm not drawing large amounts of power. Whereas Paul's got the Victron system. He's running his aircon, his microwave, his kettle, his toaster, and his induction cooktop as well. His setup is completely different. He'll be off-grid, living permanently in his van. I could do the same with mine. I don't need all that extra stuff that he's got because I'm not using you know, kettle and toaster, etc. But I found the Red Vision setup to be just straightforward, simple, and it's easy to use for me. I carry an additional 200 watt King solar blanket if I need to just get that charge back up there, but I usually find most nights or most mornings I wake up and it's around 80%, anywhere between 80 and 70 depending on, you know, what I've been running and how long I've been running it for. They're always at 100%, usually 100% before lunchtime, so then everything is just literally running off the solar. The fridge draws about 4.5 amps, and it's on the second setting, and it's actually, you know, quite cold. This is all mum and dad's. I've got to take it around to their place, so ignore that. But these fridges run great, so I'm really happy with it. The most amps I've seen go in without the solar blanket was 19 and a bit. The most I've seen with the blanket was 27 in total. So yeah, and obviously as you can see the sun's gone behind a cloud. 3.5 amps drawing 3.9, so it's actually pulling 0.5 amps from the battery, and it tells you, you know, if it continues like this you'll get about 18 days worth out of your batteries. So lots and lots of information with this one. I like the fact that it gives you all of that information, so if you're off grid and it's pissing down for a week, you can look at that and go, all right, so this is the percentage of the batteries, you know that there's 200 amps, you know exactly how many amps you've got left, you also know exactly what you're drawing. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, this is a really great system. REDARC, Red Vision, super straightforward and easy. So there's a lot of pros and cons with, I guess, the Victron. I don't think I have any cons to this one. So yeah, definitely check Paul's out. He's doing a separate video. He'll run through everything with his Victron. If you don't want to watch the full video, you can just click across to the Wifey versus side piece, where we just ran through basically what the differences were, and Paul just listed how many issues he's had with it. So yeah, that's the system, that's what's running the Wifey, and thanks very much for watching.